Yeah.
Is it the Peter Griffin? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everyone. Let's
Oh,
see.
that reminds me. Uh, Matthew McConaughey walked into a bakery. The baker asked him, or sorry, Matthew McConaughey told the baker, "I would like 3 loaves of bread, please." The baker said to Matthew, "What kind of bread would you like?" All right, all right, all right.
You just lost the next inspiration that you get.
Awesome.
Damn.
If
Yeah, I
Barovia
saw
inspiration works differently.
I saw that today. I just started laughing. That's beautiful.
At a party, this guy started choking. He's passing out, and somebody shouts out, "Does anybody know CPR?" And I said, "I know the whole alphabet." And everybody laughed except one person.
Yeah.
Mark, you just lost your next DM inspiration.
I was gonna say you gained 2 for that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thank you, everyone. We are slowly getting this rolling. Bear with me just a moment as I just move the Zoom. You're all going to see the screen flicker. I'm so sorry for this. Whoop. And never mind. I guess we good. Let's see. What's up, Black Rock Joe? Thank you so much for jumping in live. I appreciate that. All of us over here at the Faybala 5 do. We are just waiting for our favorite Morgor to join us. He will be with us soon. And till then, we are just kicking off the intros. It's been a busy week. I have done a move. I'm in a new house. Pretty soon we're going to have some new wallpaper and stuff going up behind me, some decorations, and maybe some D&D attire. But I have a nice little new setup next to me. No more the white table off to the right. Looking over playing with minis. Who knows how the camera angle is going to look over here now. But I have my DM screen now in front of me at ease. So when someone asks me a question, I'm just like, I don't know. Let me check the notes. I can look over here and see if it's on the Dungeon Master screen. That makes it easier for you guys. So that's really good. But for everyone out there listening to us, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. One question. Why are you not watching us live on via Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at podcasters_podcasters tabletop gaming. So if you're on Twitch, please make sure to head on over, hit subscribe, like, follow podcasters_. If you're on the YouTube or Facebook, pod-casters tabletop gaming. Come on over, check us out. Better yet, just Google Faybala 5, Faybala5ve. I'm pretty sure we've hit that as a unique search that podcasters should be pulling up. I'm gonna actually, Ricky, just for me right now, head over to Google, type in Faybala 5. Let me know how quickly do we pop up.
You're in luck. I just downloaded the Google today.
The whole Google?
All
you
of
downloaded
it?
the Google?
You downloaded the whole internet.
I downloaded the Google.
Ricky's currently working off of a Super 5000 computer processor. I don't know tech terms, guys, but some high-powered.
Check your emails.
The first link is episode 42, the Faybala 5, episode 9, surviving the ... Amazon.com.
I got that too.
It's an Amazon.com link.
Oh,
Watch YouTube.
We got some Audible and some YouTubes.
All right, I'm gonna go to page 9. Let's just no.
Don't do
Page
that.
9
Don't
is
do
available,
that.
but it says Fabulous 5. Why is all like the Rule 42 here?
We don't. We.
We got some Rat Fink arcs on page 2.
Ooh, oh, nice.
Perfect.
So page 6 has something in Russian.
CEO is working at some point. I guess we're getting out there, and we're not trending yet, but you could make it happen. Sunday nights, help us trend. Tweet out #Faybala5. Black Rock Joe, dude. Thank you, man. I see comments still in here. You guys are awesome. You dropped our podcast onto another podcast that you did recently. Drop in the comments what was that podcast that you shouted out for us so we can shout them out. BRJ. Oh, I like that, Tony. There we go. See, guys, if you are watching us live, you get to interact with the players as they do keep up in that Twit and Facebook. Was it Twitch chat? Yeah, you guys are in the Twitch chat. Who do we have in the multi-stream chat? Let me jump over to this and see.
All kinds of letters.
I had YouTube at
Multi-stream.
No one over on the multi-stream, just on the Twitch. We're just waiting for Morgor, but we can pick up when he awakens. We'll have him follow you guys out of this little tavern that you were in. So where we last left off, everyone. When I was last here, I was playing one of the Vistani, Madame Eva, reading a cards for the Faybala 5's fortune. They each were given a card, and let's just go down them. One of you were given the card for a weapon, a sword, if I'm not mistaken.
I had the 3 of swords.
The artifact that you were finding, though. Who was
okay.
who was for first?
I
Was it you,
supposed to
Ricky?
find the
Ricky, you. I believe
ancient book of knowledge.
your book of knowledge was Howard.
Mhm.
Someone is, I believe it is Sphinx is going to be finding the tome, or no, not the tome, the ancient holy relic.
Yes.
Remus
From a wealthy woman.
would be finding a blade,
I believe so.
a blade of light of sorts. We'll see where that goes. Maximus the Mad, I believe you're just helping us find friends.
I'm just here.
You're supposed to be finding the enemy of the Lord himself to help them defeat the villains. And then Morgor had received the final card of where to find and face off in the final battle against the Lord of the Lands. You are also told that the land is cursed, ruled by a cruel, iron-fisted leader that doesn't take no from anyone. And the land is, hopefully, to be freed with your help. But only if you follow through with the fortunes that were given to you. You most certainly can try without obtaining each of your cards' desires. But, just like a video game, it will be easier with the help of the cards. We pick up from last week, where Howard, Danny, graciously ran a one-shot for everyone, but still made it work in canon. And we'll say they had ventured off to the outskirts of the Vistani village and had found a smaller tavern that was conjured. Make insight checks, all of you. As you have spent the night in a tavern paid for by one of the Vistanis, letting you in, giving you rooms to sleep. As you leave, waking up the next morning. Okay, Howard. Anyone? What else?
11.
14.
14.
Nice.
Yeah.
As you all leave the tavern, being groggy in the morning, you don't notice any patrons, it being earlier in the day. Some of the other Vistani wagons have already saddled up and begun leaving down one of the trail. You hear the horses trailing off. You hear some of the kids are laughing and smell the far-off smell of bacon sizzling out of plate. As you walk out and leave the tavern, Remus and Maximus, there's a slight shimmer to the tavern. And you notice that really the only structural part of what you believe you walked through was just the door frame. And as you exit it, it almost vanishes from your peripherals. Blinking. It's gone. Let either of you make an Arcana check. Finks and Howard do not see this, by the way.
19.
Would you get for us, Remus?
16.
All right. Maximus, you being a traveled fellow, especially from the Feywild, this is a magnificent mansion spell. You recognize one when you've seen one. It's kind of like a pop-up hotel, if you will. And it's a higher level. I believe it is a 5th level, 6th level spell. But it's not out of the realms of possibility for one of you to obtain, I believe. But you didn't stay in no ordinary tavern. This was a conjuration of sorts for either you or any other traveling troupe that had made their way through. What are you guys doing? You all acknowledge at some point Morgor's going to wake up and he'll follow you. He's a dragonborn. He has your scent.
One thing I meant to do, I guess, the night of, but we can do it in the morning if that's okay, is
Yeah.
I had found some stuff, in particular a smooth branch and a pouch full of glass, as well as some fruit, but I wanted to examine those items when I had some downtime.
You found some stuff. You found a smooth branch. Ah, yes, you did find a smooth branch. Yeah.
Forgot that kid's name, but
Smooth branch.
we're friends.
I do not recall that kid's name, as I may have lost my notes for that session in moving, but I'll find out his name in later sessions. I'll say for the sake of this one, as you look around for the individual, you see him trailing off, waving to you on the back of a wagon as it kind of rolls down the road and fades into mist, disappearing.
We'll meet again.
Till next time. All right. You said you found a smooth branch, and I recall, what else are you investigating for?
It was a pouch that felt like it had glass something or another in it.
Okay. What do you wish to look into first?
I could do the branch.
The branch? Okay. Fine. What are you doing to investigate it? Are you just doing a regular check, or are you doing a specific spell?
I was hoping just to do like attunement during the long rest, if I had time to do so. If not, I can wait till the next one.
Okay. I'll say that if it was one of your plans for the night previously, through the attunement process, you begin to identify that this is a non-attunement required weapon. But with you attuning to it and taking the time of playing with it and investigating it, this is a wand of fireballs. With where are my dice? Roll a d10 for me, please. Sorry, correction, 12.
2.
Okay.
2 charges.
You have 5 charges on this fireball. Wand of fireball. And this is a limited use. You actually see, looking on the staff itself, make an investigation check as you look it over and kind of experiment and feel it up throughout the night.
Nat 20.
Okay. Across, what's about to happen? As you look over and down this wooden, as you would look down this, wooden shaft of a wand, you see there are scorch marks along the edges of it. And while there are 5 little sigils of flame looking like scrawlings and markings, as if someone kind of etched in little drawings of bonfires, 5 of them are unscorched, while the other 7 on them are burnt.
Interesting. Okay.
I'll say with a nat 20, you perceive that there could be a way to recharge this. But throughout the attunement process, there has been no clear at dawn recharge.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Morgor.
Hey, what's up?
As not much. As everyone had woken up the next morning from their one-shotted sleep of having a nightmare-filled experience with Howard, you had dreamt peacefully of barrels.
Wasn't peacefully then.
Barrels filled with smoking meat of beef jerky and victims and blessings of Tiamat with
Okay, I can get used to that then.
with the purring of the five-headed dragon whispering evilish deeds into your ear. You awake as you see your companions leaving the tavern that they had all just stayed in, just on the outskirts of the Vistani village. So they're all leaving out of the tavern at this point. Finks, as you were going over your loot from last night, you found the firebolt wand, as well as in the gem full of glass. What do? It's just it's a cinched pouch, leather made with like a zip cord on it.
Guess open it and just look inside.
And open the pouch, peer into it. It's roughly fits in the palm of your hand. You see that there are 2 small vial potions. It looks like little stoppers on it, with red liquid in one of them, and a blue silver liquid in the other. And next to it are also a mix of jewels. I'll say you see 3 red ruby looking, in your hand, probably about palm-sized rubies, raw, uncut. And there is 1 diamond.
Potions. Can I try and identify them, smell them, little taste test maybe, see if I've
Medicine
before.
or Arcana check, your choice.
Little medicine. 17.
The red one, you uncork, taste a little bit of it. It's familiar. It's got a springy taste to that you feel go down your throat, and it has a rejuvenating sense of a constitutive feeling, and you feel a little surge of a pick me up in the morning, like a healing potion. Okay. And as you go through the other, make a wisdom check. You feel a little tingling in your hands. That's all I'll say. No negative side effects at the moment, but you feel a little tingling in your hands.
Can I tell if it's at least meant to be consumed? As opposed to those purple and green potions I decided to throw at people?
Make with an 11? You don't feel no death or sickness effects at the moment.
Okay. We'll hold on to this.
All right.
I think I'm good on items.
Okay. So what is everyone doing as they wake up from their morning, walking out of the tavern, beginning your day?
Howard's going to gather his stuff up, go through his book. He's going to kind of saunter off alone to the side a little bit, just kind of out of earshot from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And with his book open, he's reading into it. Okay, so let's make a deal. I will do your bidding. I will try to gather more followers for you. I will even start a following in your name and spread the word of you, my majesty. But you must keep my memories intact for this to work out how I want it to. If only for your benevolent glory, of course. But I think you and I may have got off on the wrong foot. It's kind of weird because you're a god, but I can do great things for you. I just need you to keep my memories intact and restore my powers.
Howard, roll a charisma check.
Okay.
And I need to do this.
Ooh, 18.
Okay. Give me a second just to look this over. As you do so, a straight line appears on the page that you're looking at. Just as a black bolded strike of almost like a pen quill, just with such force it appears. You think almost the page itself may rip. As if someone just scrawled on the back end of it to draw.
I'm going to flip the page.
But over, nothing. But on the page that you were looking at, there's a clear black line horizontal.
I take that as that's your answer.
There's
What,
a words that appear on the page, scrawled and etched with like a shaky looking hand. Sign to be restored.
Oh, okay, well, gonna take out my. This is a special occasion, so let me go ahead and go through my bag real fast. I'm gonna go through the pens and the papers and everything else in there, and I am going to pull out. Where is it? The little piece of purple chalk that I have.
Okay.
That I had required, and I'm going to sign Howard.
Okay, Howard. As you do, make an insight check.
19.
Okay. Bear me just a moment. Yes. As you start to scroll down on the paper and sign your name, you see that two things happen. One, the bit of sunlight that was casting down over your back and your shadow on the page, as you begin to sign and complete your name, your shadow remains on the page as you pull your hand off and pull it to your side. The second thing is that the writing that appeared was not of no king. And you have not seen this font before. You are now level 7, though.
Interesting. Howard smiles, not really knowing the consequence of what just happened quite yet. And he starts to break out into a little dance that, if the other characters notice, seem very eerily similar. May freak him out a little bit, but he's gonna dance. And then, go ahead.
I'm gonna pick up a handful of like pebbles off the trail and just throw him towards Howard and go Eldritch Blast. And just toss him in his direction.
Sorry, my bad. Shall we get going?
Okay.
Where are we going?
Wherever the tarot lady told us to go. She told me to go
Where-
to the mountains. I don't know where the mountains are.
How? I don't even know how we got here.
I don't. Remember we did like that thing after the thing, and then we did the other thing. And
I
that's how we
know,
ended up
but
here. Yeah.
this place that doesn't. All right, it doesn't exist. Moving on. Morgor, what's up, man? I feel like you got some words said to you the other day or last night.
Morgor.
A lot of blood.
Yes, Morgor sees lots of blood. Morgor killed many things. Morgor promised to kill 5 things today, one for each head of Tiamat.
All right. Well, I guess we have a quota.
Oh no,
You
like
notice-
5 people or just 5 things in general?
You notice Morgor starts counting on his fingers. 1, 7,
Yep. Okay. That's what I
8,
thought.
9, 5.
Gotcha.
He's right.
You get DM inspiration. Morgor's learning how to count.
That's his like character arc. He's like, I just want to learn to read.
All right.
While Morgor's waiting too, I'm gonna do my daily routine of 10,000 push-ups, 10,000 squats, and 10,000 crunches.
Nice.
Morgor drops right down in front of part of where the path is that you see that goes off to the right, that follows up the Ivalis River to the north, to the northwest, and you see the Vistani camp off to your left. There's a smell of bacon, a little bit cooking off from the far off. You've all seen that there have now been like 2 or 3 Vistani carts that have left down the path in both different directions. What do you guys wish to do to figure out your morning?
I'm gonna go exercise next to Morgor, but I'm gonna count in Morgor as I'm doing the exercises with him. So 1, 7, 4, 3, 3.
And if everyone could just refresh for me. Danny, what was your card that I gave you? You had the sword.
The 3 of Swords.
3 of Swords. Let me just bear with me a minute, everyone. As while I'm looking over this one, actually, what I'm going to do is
The White Castle guarded by golden guards is what I had written down.
Sword. While I do this, I actually... Three of Swords.
3 of Swords.
Ricky, what was your fortune?
I do not remember the card, but I think I'm gonna be a Jedi soon. Said something about a light sword, and I can already move stuff with my mind, so I think Remus is gonna be the first Jedi in Faybala.
Okay.
Or Barovia. Or both.
Did anyone write down the actual cards as I pulled them?
Here, let me find.
Got
I just
mine.
didn't have my notes.
What was yours, Sphinx?
9 of glyphs.
As I said, everything was lost. Morgor, and then Mark. Mark, what was your card?
I'm trying to find that.
Morgor, do you have your card?
I don't remember.
Okay. Just a minute, and
The 9 of coins I had.
Then I believe I had The Seven of Stars.
Okay.
I have my really obscure notes from last week or
Yep.
from that reading are
Yes.
Sword of Sunlight, Seven of Stars, Man in Carnival Wagon, or something in Carnival Wagon.
Carnival.
It's either Ma or Man.
Hmm.
Your mom's a carnival wagon.
Oh,
Done.
got him.
Okay, so yes. So Danny, go to the mountains, climb the White Tower guarded by golden knights. Said to you. You had Ricky. Yours was a man is not what he seems. He comes here in a carnival wagon. Therein lies what you seek. Tony, 9 of glyphs, was look for a wealthy woman, a staunch ally of the devil. She keeps the treasure under lock and key with the bones of an ancient enemy. Mark, you had the 9 of coin. Look for a fortress. Inside a fortress, a place hidden beyond fire.
It's a double fortress.
And
Much
then
cooler than a double rainbow.
And then, does anyone have the card for Morgor? Is that what Tony went off to grab? Grab them all.
Signs point to maybe.
All right, we'll go with that. So, picking up from this morning, you guys are all vaguely remembering your dreams. I'll say Morgor and Maximus make history. Not fuck it, everyone. Make history checks to hear what you have heard in the rumors and what is connecting from the dots and what you were given from your fortunes.
14.
11.
8.
Natural 20.
Okay. Howard. You waking from your dream have visions of being whispered by a voice in the night telling you to head to the mountains. To the west and then south. As you may kill 2 birds with 1 stone here.
Okay.
With a nat 20, you also do vaguely remember speaking to Alenka from the first night in the tavern and her discussing about how to the south of Barovia and the southern portion of the land, there are many mountains. And you had drunk a little. And you had let slip that you were looking for a mountain of smoke. And to the south of the land, there looks to be the best chance to go.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, to the south.
I think I have to stop one of these carts, but they're both moving in opposite directions.
You stop one, I stop the other one.
Carts are like 60 feet off at this time, fading away into mist. What do you wish to do? If you wish to go after the carts, you have to make a decision right now and make it fast.
Well, can you describe what they're doing? Like which way they're facing, or like
Both,
cart 1, cart 2?
Cart 1 is to your right, 60 feet off, trailing, just kind of heading in the direction away from you. Being trailed, it's actually 2 carts together with purple draping, and you hear bells jingling from them as there's a little bit of singing. And the cart to your left is leaving your direction as well, and make a perception check at this one, as it appears to be
Um,
slightly smaller.
Oh, that's doo-doo. I think I got a 6. Let me check. 6.
As you blink, the cart vanishes as white
Well,
clouds the direction.
I guess we're going for the big cart.
You look over at the big cart. You blink. Make a perception check.
9.
As you blink again, it vanishes. Mist leaving behind it.
Well, I guess we don't need to stop those carts anymore.
But say at this point you hear a frolicking voice of a it's a beautiful morning to be in Barovia. As a halfling, stout, rosy cheeks, with a blonde, short-cut hair, a little bit of facial growth, rotund, is kind of walking down the pathway. Proceeds to be passing in front of you. He looks leathered out with basic gear, has a pack on him. Top of the morning. Don't get yourself killed today. He keeps walking behind you.
Morgor say, is that a threat?
Deal.
He stops. Ken turns to you and goes, no. It's more of a blessing here. You know, nothing good happens to people who die in Barovia. So don't die today. Make it.
Morgor will
Go-
do the killing, not the
At least-
dying.
I lean over to Morgor. It does sound like he is threatening you.
Morgor rages.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna lean over to Howard and ask him when there is a good thing that happens associated with death.
I don't know, but he needed to kill 5 things, so here's his first one.
Okay. So you begin to rage. You see him pull out a blade to his side. He goes, whoa, 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 whoa there, big boy. He's calm down, calm down, calm down. I'm just passing through here. Me no harm. And watch out for your buddies. They may not always have the best interest for you.
I would be careful to what you say to him. He's got a sword with teeth that spin around it. I would put your weapon away too, sir, just so you don't startle him.
Make a
I tell this to the tiefling.
Make a persuasion check.
Plus, he eats meat of all kinds, and more than likely, he will try to eat you. So
Make a
might wanna kinda
persuasion
back off.
check as well.
While they are preoccupied with this halfling, I would like to due to my whatever I have, if I'm in dim light or darkness, I can use my action to become invisible. So I basically want to like kind of like pickpocket this dude, slink up behind him and kind of rummage through and see if I can do anything while he's distracted by the nonsense that's happening.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage because he's not in the dark. He's not in like a dim or dark light. It's fairly part of the morning and there's a little shade around, but he's in the middle of the path of like the road, and you guys are all off to like his side. He's clearly watching all of you.
23.
Okay, you stealth pretty damn good, and here I'll give
It was my first roll was a nat 20, but my second one was an 18. So
you get pretty damn good, and as you sneak around him, no one else pays any mind to you. But as you begin to reach up to his pouch where you see a coin purse, there's a make a sleight of hand check. I'll say
16.
as you go to slip one of the nooses off of the pouch that's on his belt, it tugs. And there's a whoa, 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 whoa there, buddy, as he flicks the blade around in your direction as he was about to put it back into the hilt. I'm just a traveler passing by, wishing you all good luck for the day. And you try to steal from me, and then interrogate.
I'll just meow. I'll just look up at him and go.
So I get a 19 on persuasion. I'm just gonna tell this guy it's probably best if you walk away now before anything else weird happens.
Yeah, I got.
We all want to make it through the day, and this does not seem like a good connection.
What was yours, Danny?
I got a 10 on my persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, basically what he just said.
He looks over and she goes, well, you look like adventuring folk, and you ever make it to Valakai? Find me in the Blue Water Inn. We can go do some questing. See you then. As he begins to step forward away from you, Maximus, spinning and keeping his back towards the road as he's watching you all. After he's got about 10 paces, he turns around, does a little hop skip, and just begins walking back up the path to the north, bending and curving up the road.
I'm sorry, little sir. Little sir.
Make a persuasion check.
That's not too bad. 13.
20 feet down the road, he turns around. Yes, what is it?
We're obviously not quite from here. Where is Malachi?
Valakai.
Valakai.
Wrong movie. It's about, I believe it's a half a day's journey. Let me see. Travel. Valakai is about a half a day's journey to up the road. It's a larger town than the village of Barovia. Just pass over the bridge up to the fork and cut left. Don't go right. Be very clear. Don't go right. Keep it
What's
to the
right?
left. Certain death, if you wish to be in for that kind of a thing.
Oh. Okay.
But it's a bit more of a lively city, town. We'll say it's a town in this land. Nothing as gracious as a city, but Barovia is a bit dead on the inside. Very little's happening. Valakai's got some spring, some pep in its step, if you will, and for those that choose to attempt to make a living, would have better luck there. Just keep on the burgomaster's good side. Him and that lady, what's her name, Wagner. They don't be on the best terms. Which Maximus, I'll say this one, you hear in the Vistani talk about the people of the land. You do know that up in Valakai, the burgomaster, he has a pitiful attempts to show rejuvenation and life in his town, and puts on random festivals every other day. It's something new, some new holiday every week. It's kind of like annoying at this point. And the townspeople more or less just go with it, so they're not punished. And there is one higher up aristocratic like family that it's not the best of terms, not the most politely spoken about, but they're on odds ends with the burgomaster. And he probably is talking about her.
Okay.
And let's see. With that, he goes, well then, I'll see you all next time. And he begins walking up his way.
See you later, Bran Flakes.
The name's Herolda. Don't forget it.
Well, you never told us. Okay.
And with that, he begins walking up the way. Unless someone wishes to say or keep him and stop him with a persuasion check.
Well, that Geraldo was kind of a odd fellow.
He not worth Morgoth's time. Tiamat not give a blessing to Morgoth for killing him.
Is there like a chart? There's certain like criteria you have to meet for blessings?
Yes, opponent must be worthy.
Okay.
I don't know if we left where we were, but
Nope.
Fink snaps out of a trance and just goes, "The carnival! I know exactly where that is," from wherever he was last.
Make,
Oh.
it,
Come around anybody.
make an intelligence check.
12.
12. You do have a vague familiar location of where you did hear the noise before.
I left something behind for locate object.
That you did.
Where we heard the music.
And as Fink snaps out of it, you see a halfling walking down the path to the northwest up the river. And he's about 30 feet at this point, kind of waving his hand back, saying, "I'll see you in Valakai."
That Valakai's not even real.
We need to go there.
Yo, are we
Valakai
trying to
Carnival.
find the Dark Carnival right now?
Whoop,
Yeah,
whoop.
the great Malinka sent us.
To the carnival? I was told to go to the mountains south of here.
I heard they have the endless fountain of Fago that brings you life and prosperity.
I want to go that way.
It's funny, ICP actually came up earlier in my day, so I like how it comes full circle. Real question is, listeners, are you down with the clown?
Do you know what's sad is I
You're not
unironically listened to ICP, or I ironically listened to ICP for so long that now I think I unironically listen to him.
That's how they get you.
I didn't want to like I didn't want to like the music, and I was like, damn, it's not bad. I can sparingly. Got to be in the mood. Got to be driving and cruising.
It's a slippery slope, man.
I know. Got to be careful. Anyway, that's what happens when you're in Barovia. Anyway, you guys have been given a few different directions. Take it as you will.
All right, so where do we want to go? What would be the easiest one to hit up first?
I mean, if the carnival's here,
Carnivals travel. Wagons move. Get to the carnival, get a wagon, get the wagon to travel to the mountain.
About a 4-hour trip to Valakai, by the way.
that
About a 12-hour trek. 12-mile trek.
We can join the carnival.
Max, you had me up till there.
Yeah, maybe not quite join, but we can meet up with them.
Well, maybe we'll join the carnival. I mean, what else do we got to lose?
Your dad might be pissed at you.
Oh, he'll have to leave hell to find me, you know.
Ah, good idea. Maybe if you do get him pissed off enough, he'll find us and then get us out of here.
Who's your dad?
I think we. Oh, well, I met him like. Okay, actually, I'm gonna say like 2 to 3 weeks ago because the amount of in-game time it could have been is lost with me right now. I'm gonna say we've seen him in the last 2 months, maybe.
Yeah.
He's a demon. He runs a lair of hell. I met him like 2 months ago. And that's pretty much it. I think is he yellow?
It's kind of yellowish.
He's like goldish. We look nothing alike, as expected.
He's Shafasha, one would say.
He is my Fajer.
Also, no relation as well. Because I'm wearing all yellow.
Yes.
Like,
Morgor wants to fight your dad.
I wish you well. He is a collection. I haven't seen the collection, but I can only assume from the like 5 minutes I was in his office that the compendium of weapons and magical artifacts he has is astounding.
Sounds worthy.
It's impressive. All right. So, you guys, do you wish to go towards the carnival or head toward the mountains?
Morgor's in charge. This is Morgor's party.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
Is it Morgor and the Juggalos?
Morgor say we go to carnival.
Okay. We derail from the mountains yet again. I'm sorry, Remus.
That's fine. But other question for you is: has anything else happened to me in this time we've been in Barovia?
Make a medicine check for yourself. If you keep it quiet, single roll.
I got a frick, so I know nothing of medicine or what's happening. I'm just living my life in this carnival of disappearing houses and short people that come to tell me of towns I've never heard of, and that's about it for Remus.
Okay.
good laugh out.
All right. Wow. As you kind of look yourself over, you move your neck. There's a bit of a creakness to your neck being cracked. You feel that as you kind of go to stretch one of your arms out, you hear a popping noise that feels more of like a locking of more of like a metallic locking in your arm, almost like wiggling a joint. But nothing obviously looking at you. Everyone give me a quick, what's your passive perceptions? Left of your character sheets.
Oh, passive perception?
Mhm.
13.
14.
9.
Not Morgor. Finks?
13.
13. Maximus. There's an odd, almost like... It's almost like an odd metal on metal kind of sounding. Almost like the Tin Man that needs to be oiled. Like, as Remus is kind of stretching his arms out. And then it fades away as you see him kind of limbering off and kind of looking himself over and getting his morning routine going. But to the carnival. All right. And how do you guys wish to get there? What are you guys just going to start walking? Are you looking for anything specific? Are you burning a spell?
I'll cast the spell. So Finks is going to cast Locate Object, describing the little talisman effigy thing he left behind in the woods, kind of where he heard the carnival music.
Okay.
And I believe the flavor of the spell was one of those little arcane goblins. Just kind of pops up, but I kind of want him to be like the detective, like trench coat, deep voice, that guy.
Okay. So there is a small visage of a goblin that appears, crawling itself out of the ground and just kind of stretching itself up out of the dirt. And as it's doing, it's very dramatic, very showman-like. Hunches over, looks at the ground. It pulls out a little pipe from its cloak pocket as it's wrapped over. And as it blows from the pipe, there's little bubbles. It points directly down from the way that you guys had came. 2 hours. As it kind of like scrawls you like 2 hours in goblin tongue. And as you kind of blink, it appears 20 feet away. And it points this way, like, this way. And...
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Morgor, you should follow him.
Morgor have idea. Morgor follow that goblin.
Brilliant idea, Morgor.
Hell yeah.
Morgor, as you follow this little goblin that is in this plaid-looking trench coat with the bubbling pipe, As it keeps walking, its face is like down on the ground, following, bent, hunched over, and you see periodically bubbles pop up from like over it as it keeps bubbling from the pipe itself as it's walking. As it goes to hit a tree, it cuts left, keeps walking straight. And I'll say, Morgor, give me a survival check as you follow this with advantage.
Okay. Ha! 0 both times.
So as you all begin traveling for the better part of an hour, you get down to the cross in the road where it begins to split, and Finks, you realize your little goblin is running up the opposite way of the trail, pointing at you to go the other way, as you had all blindly followed Morgor that had left you too far past. And you even notice now that the goblin keeps trying to pull at his pant leg, try to pull him in the other direction. And he's not even minding any attention to it. So much so that he has now wandered off and pushed into part of the forest itself, claiming to know where the entrance is directly. Morgor, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you have entered the mist, and you have not stopped until you notice it's getting hard for you to breathe.
8.
You grab your chest as you feel the tattooed outline of Tiamat's heads on your chest begin to kind of writher in pain as you suffer a point of exhaustion.
Remus ain't going anywhere near the mist.
You all see Morgor just walk into the mist.
Morgor, maybe you shouldn't walk. Oh, okay, there he went. So, do we just want to like head back, and Morgor will probably meet up with us?
Morgor, come back!
Morgor, you hear them shout, "Come back!"
Stop!
Hey, we're going back a little bit.
No.
We passed it.
Morgor, say it this way.
A goblin is clearly at the edge of the mist where Morgor walked in, and he's looking at you. Things been like, just points down the path in the other way.
Okay, so I want to I want to cast my mage hand and take like one of like Morgor's like favorite weapon that's on him. I want to take it like off of him and basically like get him to like notice and like drag it away from the mist, like back on the path.
And he
Like,
should make a strength check with your wisdom. Sorry, make a strength check with your charisma modifier.
All
Or spell attack modifier, we'll say.
Tear it with a stick.
16 strength.
Morgor's most favored weapon is the double-edged battle axe with the shredded dragon teeth of metallic dragons that he has murdered.
21 with all the math done.
Okay. All right. What is your strength modifier in general?
-1. So I had a 16.
Okay.
-1 plus 6.
So as you go to pull off the battle axe from his back, Morgor, you feel a tug on your back. As you turn around, there is a skeletal hand grabbing at your battle axe, trying to pull it off of the straps.
Ah, nobody steals Morgor's axe. Morgor wants to punch it.
You gotta punch it.
Yeah.
Your hand fades through the mage hand.
What sorcery is this?
Are you still standing in the mist where you were coughing, feeling
Yeah.
sick? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Make another DC Constitution saving throw for me.
12.
Okay. Hold on. Crap. Oh, man.
Hey, Morgor, we really need to kind of get back. You're going the wrong way.
No, it this way. Morgor, no.
I
Finks is gonna
saw-
speak up. Oh wait, go ahead. You could.
I was gonna say I can cast minor illusion and put some barrels away from like behind him where he's come from, so that he can like kind of like go to smash the barrels or yeah.
I was just about to say, there's some barrels back over here. I'm pretty sure it's this way.
Morgor yells, "Where!" and charges towards you guys.
You do smash them best, Morgor.
Let's see real quick where the frick is.
I think
Where's my DC?
wasn't that goblin showing us the barrel trail?
Barrel City, Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
All right. I just want to. Where the frick is this? Hold on. Where the hell?
This break is brought to you by DCT Industries. Dreams do come true at DCT Industries with their new game, Kaimon. Are you interested in playing games with your friends that don't take that long or are very good to do? Kaimon. They've got their own D6 now. Be ready to play. Attack. Maybe you are a fan of Smug Whale. Maybe you've just got another character that I can't remember. There's Bird. What about Fish? Kaimon.
We do have a little announcement we can make right now. We
Do
will
it.
be doing some events in the Western New York area coming up soon. So check your local game stores. See what's going to be happening with Kaimon. Hopefully Tony will be there. Hopefully Mark will be there. Hopefully Ricky will be there. Danny, if you lived in the area, I'd say please be there.
Hopefully, I'll be there. From
Yeah.
Florida, in spirit.
If you're in Florida, Danny's going to run a special edition expo of Kaimon when it comes out eventually.
Yeah, I'll have my own festival down here in lieu of Kaimon to help promote.
Very cool.
Well, everyone, please make sure to check out Kaimon and keep an eye out for any new special events that are on their way up. Yes, so you unsuccessfully miss the DC for another choking fit as you suffer a second point of exhaustion while standing in the mist.
I think he's backtracked now out of the mist towards the barrels.
You've walked out of the mist at this point?
Yeah, they made some fake barrels and
Got
tricked me
it.
out of there.
With the fake barrels and the tricks, you've left the mist. 2 points of exhaustion. You all can see that Morgor looks a little famished and not himself. And I'll say very obvious from the times that you've seen people straight up entering into the mist, it has gone dangerous and gone bad. So, Finks, you do see that 20 yards off to your left, the little Sherlock Holmes-esque goblin is now looking at you and Banks, here.
I'm gonna keep following the goblin.
You walk right on over to him, and you see the small stone and the little totem that you had left there carved to bring you back to this location.
All right, I'll throw it back in my bag.
All right.
I listen for the music.
What do you do to listen in for the music? Just listen in?
Just do this.
Make a perception
Wait.
check.
Perception. An 8.
Very faintly, you hear it.
Can I kind of discern a direction, or is it just kind of everywhere?
It's coming from directly into the mist, from where you are facing the tree that is on the outskirts of the path.
Oh boy.
It's coming from directly. You would have to walk through the mist to get to this location.
Well, I found it. Kind of.
What do you mean you found it?
Well, listen. I can hear it.
Everyone make
Howard
It
hear it?
sounds like
Did
it's
we
in
hear
there.
anything?
everyone make perception checks.
8.
18.
20.
Yeah.
9.
All right. Max and Remus, being right behind Finks specifically, you hear ah! Someone like kind of screaming for help. And it's weird. The music comes from the mist, but it's almost from as if it's tied to Finks also. Where if you were to step away from Finks, you're not going to hear it. Who wants to make an insight check? Or Arcana, your choice.
Morgor do it since he know the most about magic.
Okay, Morgor, make an Arcana check with disadvantage. This can't go bad at all.
No,
You
not at
don't have
all.
to listen to him.
Oh, I got. So what do you do on disadvantage? You take the lowest one you rolled?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a 17.
I mean, it's not bad. Morgor, it's not bad. Something weird. Magic. With the little travels that you have had in Barovia, and actually getting here, the survival instinct within Morgor tells you that sometimes you need a passage into a land. You need something to provide you passage into a land. Someone else want to make, Finks, if you want to make the Arcana or Insight check, you are more than welcome to, or anyone else that wishes to.
I only rolled an 11 on insight.
You said Arcana?
Sure. Arcana or
22.
Insight.
22 for Arcana.
All right. What's up, Finks?
I think I know what I need.
Okay.
Anthony.
I'm gonna take out the necklace.
Okay. What's
my
up?
Ticket.
What's up, Morgor?
When you get a chance, check your messages. I sent you something.
I saw the one you sent me. Oh, wait.
Let me know what you think.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. Keep that. Break it down. Keep record of it for yourself. I'm all for it. Love it.
Well, okay.
Yep. All right, Finks, what you doing?
I wanted to take that necklace out, the admit one token,
Okay.
to see if that has anything to do with this.
The music. La da da la la da 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 la da da la la da da da. Oh! Oh! La da da la la da da da. You can hear this carnival music with the sounds of ah! These ominous shrieks and kind of cackles over the carnival music. It's now louder to you. And Maximus, as you were thinking over the connection, and with Morgor speaking about having a ticket or a passage of sorts, seeing Finks kind of pull out this necklace, this charm on a necklace he had found, it clicks. Totems are necessary to pass through different dimensions at times, similar to a plane shift. You need a tuning fork to plane shift to a different dimension. So the way the mist work in Barovia are similar. You're aware that there is a Fey carnival that travels amongst the Fey wild. The carnival that you generally need a invitation or an admittance to. And Finks pulling out an admit one silvered tokened ticket. Making the 2 and 2. What are you doing, Finks?
Looking for a place to like put the token. I'm just kind of like putting it up to the mist, seeing if there's any reaction to that.
As you put it up to the mist, you see that as you kind of wave it, the outreached hands that generally pull from paw and claw at you from the mist don't apparate.
All right, I'll walk forward very cautiously.
I need you to not roll a Constitution saving throw as you walk into the mist.
Did I see this happen?
Oh yeah, anyone
Okay.
that is watching Howard sees him kind of, or watching Finks sees him kind of enter into the mist.
So I'll take the bell that's around my neck, and I'll kind of like jingle it towards the mist and see if anything happens.
Make a perception check.
Nat 20 plus 5.
Not bad. As you go to reach out your hand and jingle it, there's a quick claw that kind of reaches from the mist at your hand, and as you pull it away, there's a cold chill that kind of just brushes against and kind of phases through your hand. It's a little numb for a second.
It won't take bells. Won't take bells. I'll tie it back around my neck.
Thanks. How far do you walk in?
I don't know. I'm looking to see. Does anything happen? Do I notice anything? Do I see the carnival?
Make perception
Is
check.
anyone behind me?
Make perception checks.
Okay. 10.
It's very thick, blanketed in front of you. It is obscured, opaque. You see shapes and outlines of trees. And behind you, you see the mist is slowly kind of closing off your sight to where the party is. You see little bits of Remus and Maximus are within your view, but to the peripherals where Howard and Morgor were off a little bit to the side, you cannot see them at this point.
Okay.
You hear the carnival music slightly louder.
All right, I'm gonna keep trekking forward. I'm going to this carnival.
Okay. While you're off on your way to the carnival, does anyone else do anything else? The Sphinx is now walking off into the mist at this point. Remus, Maximus, Howard, and Morgor. As you see this little shadowed figure of Sphinx out of your visual. Remus and Maximus, you saw him travel about 10 feet in, and then the mist.
Thanks. Are you okay?
Do I hear anything?
You hear thanks, you, okay? Muffled a little bit. La da da la la da da. Come. You hear almost a drawing calling to you as you do walk forward, Finks.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we had to go back that way. The carnival is supposed to be over there.
I'm gonna keep going.
At this point, he does not hear you.
I gotta see
Howard,
this thing. I gotta make sure it's real.
make a perception check.
8.
You don't see Finks.
Turn back to the party. So I guess we lost another one.
I'm going to say a prayer to Tiamat, which is basically just me roaring.
Okay.
And then I'm going to follow Finks into the mist.
Make a religion
You're gonna
check. Make a religion check for me.
There goes Morgor.
I'm actually good at that. But I didn't roll good. 6.
All right. As you walk, actually, you know what? Correction, I take that back. I don't want a religion check. I want you to do a percentile dice for me.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna roll this old boom boom style. We're gonna roll cleric callings. You got to roll lower than your barbarian level.
Lower than my barbarian level.
Lower than the barbarian level.
All right, I rolled a 98%.
Very different scale. You were close, but like just on the opposite side. Make a perception check.
8.
8. Okay. Finks, as you
Yes.
are walking forward, I need a perception check from you.
Okay. 13.
You see a pack of humanoid-looking figures walking in your direction. 6 foot tall, and there's a almost the sounds of metal piping of a as they're stomping and walking in your direction, and they're discussing some languages. Do you know? Goblin, Common, and that's it. The ones Fatula here, da. And they're speaking in some language that you don't understand.
All right, I'm gonna ignore them.
Make as they walk by you, you hear coming from themselves is a so now you can hear a multiple. There's 3 figures that walk by, and they each have 3 separate carnival noises coming from them, fading. But you also hear the main carnival attracting to your right, or to where you were heading in the direction of.
All right, I'm gonna keep going to the main place.
Okay.
I can't afford these distractions.
Oh, good. Maximus, what's up?
So I'm gonna sit down, and in my pack I have a book and some ink as well, and a pen.
Mhm.
And I want to start to scroll out and make my own admit 4 to the carnival ticket. And I've got, some sand and some stuff, so I'll rub it in there and just kind of make it all worn and gritty and antiquated. And I'll call out my mage hand again and kind of hold the mage hand with the ticket and bring that towards the mist.
All right. As you do, and you pull out this admit 4, and as Morgor begins walking into the mist, almost cartoon style, there are 3 werewolves bipedal that come stumbling out and bump right in and collide into you, Morgor. Watch where you're going.
Watch how you talk to Morgor.
Make an intimidation check. And I'll say all of you make perception checks. Morgor with advantage also.
All right, for intimidation, 19.
Okay.
And perception with advantage, you said?
Perception with advantage.
Doesn't matter. It was natural 20 both times.
Oh, wow. So, what you see is dangling on the neck in front of the wolf that had bumped into you is a silvered looking ticket that says some scrawlings of letters on it. It has a chain that wraps around the neck of the individual, and the other 3 are all wearing them. And in the hand of the one next to you, it's dangling a 4th, similar to the ones that Finks had held.
What did you do to my friend?
We didn't do anything to your friend. He's got his own death wish coming.
I take out my chain axe.
You see all 3 of their eyes begin to glow red.
Do we see like the light or?
Oh
anything happening?
yeah.
Eldritch blasts.
Got
to
it.
The face.
All right. Real quick. He rolled the nat 20 on the perception checks. Mark, Howard, and Finks, what you guys get?
I also got a nat 20 on perception.
So you saw all 4.
14.
You see these are metallic looking werewolves again, obviously. And in the one to your closest to you, where your kind of hand, like your kind of a piece of paper with the mage hand smattered on the face of, you see the red glowing eye behind it beginning to burn the page in, like just in the air from the heat coming from the eye beam. And where the page was, there is a ticket choker collar around his neck. Remus, what you roll for perception?
Seven.
You're looking at some werewolves again, and their eyes are all glowing. Roll initiative, everyone. Howard, hit me with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. All right. Well, I rolled 8 for initiative, but it's 16 for the first Eldritch one, and 25 for the second.
Okay.
I got 16 on initiative.
Okay, give me just a moment.
13.
Okay, hold on. And all right, 20 to 25.
23.
10 to 15. Sorry, 20 to 15 to 20. Morgar, was it?
16 I got.
Uh, $10 to 15.
13.
Okay. And okay. And Danny, both of them hit. Which one are you going after?
Whichever one's closest to Morgor.
The one right in front of him?
Yeah.
All right. Both of them hit.
All right. So the first one, it's 7 points of damage. And the second one, not as good, 6 points of damage, 13 total.
So 13 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What were the two different Eldritch? What were the two different attack rolls? What were they both?
It was 16 and 25, I think it was.
Got it. So as you shoot the first one, it hits them. As he hits him in the chest, Morgor, you see this happen as well. A blast of yellow globule. I believe it's 3 blasts at this point.
It's just 2.
You're at 7 now.
Yeah, it's still 2.
All good. As you see the first one hits it in the shoulder. You see him take a little bit of damage, and then his shoulder begins to kind of the metal plating on the chest of this wolf now begins to kind of grow up over and protect and provide boosted armor over the shoulder. The second blast hits him in the other chest again, and the other side of the chest to you, and you see with a hole where it was hit begins to kind of be grown over with metal, as it kind of build up around its shoulder where it was hit. Morgor, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Howard, make 2 dexterity saving throws.
14.
Got it.
Okay, 8 on my first one
Okay.
and 12 on the second.
Okay. And where's my attack sheets? 8 and a what on the second one?
12.
12. Failed. Morgor, what was it?
14.
14. All just fails. Okay. Where is everyone at this point? So what's happening is, let me just set it up. You guys are on the side of a road, roughly 15 feet wide. Morgor's center in front of the party scene right now. The 3 werewolves that are bipedal, snarling. They have tattered clothes on their pants. You see part of their chest looks metallic and metal ripped muscles. And one of their faces is almost fully metaled over to the side as like a cyborg. It's the one on the left. The one on the right, the one that actually is one of the ones shooting the blast at you, Howard. Both of its hands and arms are completely metaled and decked out like jacks. The middle one cocks its head over and goes launches a blast of red hot energy at you, Howard. The one with the doubled arms looks at you, shoots you with another blast, being the one to just shoot off an attack. They're going to retaliate. And the one to the left, Morgor, that has like kind of all cyborg, hits you with the blast right from the side, like a sucker punch to the rib cage. And you all take. Let me just get. I need to get 8d6 out. Hold on.
You said all of us?
No, it's just gonna be
Just me and
just you two for this moment. Okay. And Danny, 28 points of fire damage.
Ouch. Okay.
And Morgor, you are taking 29 points of fire damage.
I resist fire, so what does that mean?
Half damage.
You get half damage.
Okay.
And Danny, the second beam hits you
Oh, shit. Okay.
for...
Hell yeah, Morgor.
It's a lot of ones, actually, on my end.
Okay, good.
32 points of fire damage. I had a lot of 6s, but I also had a lot of 1s.
32.
Yeah.
Howard falls back.
Finks, make a perception check.
Perception. Does a 12. Sorry, 12 do anything?
You hear a boom, boom, boom from behind you.
Okay, I will turn around and investigate cautiously.
Okay. You begin to head in that direction. We'll say it takes a round or so until you get back.
Yeah.
It'd be...
Do you want me to roll initiative? Or
Yes, roll
just
initiative
put me
into
at the
this.
end of the order?
Nah, roll initiative into it.
All right, I'll be in at 11.
Okay, and... Who had 11? I think one of me had 11. Maximus, you had...
13.
Yeah, so... Howard, what was yours?
I think 8. I think I said.
Okay. All right, so Finks will be here, and that's Howard. Okay, top of the round, Remus. What are you doing? These wolves are The one shouts right in front of you at the one right in front of Morgor goes. No one insults Belfin and intimidates him when he just had a fun day. Ah.
I think we're just trying to have a fun day too. I shout from distance, I guess. I assume I'm like back in the path still because Remus wants nothing to do with the mist ever.
Okay.
So I don't know if this will somehow persuade him to just leave us alone and go about his way, but
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
yeah. I got a 20.
The one to the right, that has the cyborg robotic looking head, looks over and goes, "Hey, boss. The one with the horns is he may be telling the truth. They're just looking for a good time too."
I'm honestly surprised he found the carnival.
All right. With that, with that he goes, "Well, you got to have the right admission to get in." And kind of like flicks over at his neck, at his necklace. All right.
I'm gonna hold an action if like throwing 2 of my psychic daggers if they try to attack me, but for now I feel like this is pretty.
All right.
We're on the cusp of something being neutral.
Who knows? Morgor, you're up next. What are you doing?
Oh god,
You guys.
Morgor, kill them all.
the man has a quota. I can't be upset.
Yeah, so I want to...
Diplomacy goes out the door when Morgor needs to meet a quota.
I would like to rage as a free action.
Okay, you rage. You feel your blood begin to burn with the flame of Tiamat coursing through your vein. Your muscles bulge a little. All right.
And I will attack whatever is closest to me.
There is the werewolf directly in front of you.
I'll attack that one.
Okay, make an attack roll.
22.
You grab your axe out and you swing it down from your back. The serrated teeth come cleaving into the body across the chest, ripping down the corded muscle and scratching and kind of breaking and peeling through and bending open part of the metallic portions of the rib cage. You see in the inside, just rocking off that nat 20 still of perception, both you and Howard, I'll say, you see the insides of this one look a mix of bone shards popping and protruding out, as well as strange metal wiring and black blood. As it begins to kind of grow and expand the metallic portions in his chest and close the wound. Roll damage, though.
Okay.
I'll give you both insight checks as well.
10 damage.
All right, not bad. Okay.
So I get a second attack, correct? It attacks per action too.
You do get it. You get 2 attacks.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. This time I'm gonna use 3 of my 5 charges.
Okay. So as you grab and begin to swing, you roar at the blade, some insultation towards Bahamut, and the green, black, and blue poison and acidic energy begins to kind of creep along the blade, and there's a ripple of lightning that strikes down the handle and the bladed edge of teeth circle. Make an attack roll.
17.
Unfortunately, as you swing the axe down, trying to replicate the same attack as before, you notice that it is now significantly a little harder to hit the creature as your blade goes sliding off the metallic chest.
All right. I believe that's all I can do then.
Okay. And that doesn't charge. That does charge, and that doesn't charge. Okay. Is that all you're going to do for your turn? Up next is going to be Maximus is on deck.
Yeah.
Are you moving at all? Or are you staying right up in front?
Me?
No more gore. You staying where you're at?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
stay right where I am.
Okay. The one in the middle is up next, and he's staring at you. You see his eye begins to glow again, charging for the next strike as he kind of takes a fist and goes to throw a punch right at your face, raking the claws down your jawbone. And does a 15 hit?
Yep.
15. As the claws rake down your cheek and down your jawbone, you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I resist slashing damage while I'm raging.
Half damage, so it is 3 points of damage.
Okay.
No, correction, 2 points.
Okay.
2 points slash damage. Okay. With that one, he begins to step back, not out of combat, but more or less planting his feet in the ground, getting ready for his next turn. Maximus, what are you doing?
All right, I'm going to use my cat claws and feline agility to double my speed until the end of my turn.
Okay.
And so I can move 60 feet for speed, and I can climb 40 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to scurry up a tree.
Got it.
And use the shadows to kind of blend in and become invisible for my action.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that as my turn.
Okay. So you scurry up. Are you going to a tree behind you or to the front or side of the werewolves?
Whichever way would make it so I essentially
Less notice you?
Yeah.
Probably be easiest to just kind of scurry up backwards as they're not staring in your direction. They're more or less looking at Howard and Morgor. And the one off to the one off to the side is looking over at Remus and kind of be like, wait, boss, really?
Yeah, so while all that was going on, then I would have like hopped up into the tree on a branch like Assassin's Creed style with the cloak and just hid in the shadows.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
All right.
Think you're going to be running up at this point. If you use your turn to move, you'd be breaking just at the mist, and you'd be coming up at these guys from behind at this point.
18 for stealth.
Okay. Fairly hidden. Yeah, fairly hidden.
Okay.
Finks, what you doing? Running up. You see, as you come scurrying up through the mist to the back, you see that there are these 3 bipedal-looking lupine forms, and some of them look more metallic and weaponized than the ones you'd previously seen.
All right, so here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to not break the mist, but I want to get close enough where if you were to look through the mist, you'd see me, but I want to be obscured. Does that make sense? I want my silhouette to be visible, but not me.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Because you're trying to know how far to try to present to move.
6.
So that you can...
Well, part of it's also going to be I need to find a tall stump to get up on top of too. That's my goal.
Make an
Looking for a stump or
investigation
a tree
check.
log.
Make
Wanna
an
get-
investigation
wanna get
check.
tall.
Okay.
Does a 9 find one?
You find one about 10 feet off to your left, and it's like 6 feet tall. Like
All right.
cleaved halfway. Or, no, it's not 6 feet tall. We'll say it's 4 feet tall. Cleaved.
All right, I'm gonna start climbing that.
Acrobatics check for me. Or athletics.
Acrobatics. 17 to get on top.
Okay. Kind of crawl on top of it. You got up.
And then I'll take my action to cast Disguise Self, and I want to look like a wolfman.
Okay.
I believe that's my turn.
All right. So as you begin to kind of slap your hands together and chant a little bit of goblin arcane words of power into your hands, and you see these little goblins kind of pop up around you, and they begin to kind of like doing you a makeover and suiting you up for your scene as they're kind of draping and as they're kind of like climbing on top of each other to get to higher portions of you to get to like up to your full appearance. They keep kind of like waving, clothing and wrapping you, and as they do, you see that your body is appearing as a large bipedal wolf man. With make a wisdom check.
15.
Fairly good werewolf appearance and slight metal in it.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. And then, yeah, I want to hold my action. I mean, I think I still have bonus actions left, but I don't want to start talking yet. I'm gonna not try to get any attention just yet.
Okay. This one, the one off to the side with the face that was talking to Remus goes, You sure you want to go to the carnival, buddy? I mean, it takes prices to pay. You may not want to be there exactly, but hey, once he gets going, we got to really stop him before he gets too into himself. And you got a raging looking dragon, man, that looks like they're gonna go toe to toe. It's gonna end badly for everyone. He's gonna actually use his turn to try and persuade poorly his boss, and he unsuccessfully does not persuade them to like, yo, calm down. He goes, calm. As he looks snarling back at you, Morgor, his eye is glowing again. The one's like, you know what? You're the pack leader here. You're the pack leader. And you see his tail kind of like scampers underneath between his legs, and he just backs away a little bit. And Howard.
Awesome. So I rolled a 13. I made one successful roll.
Yeah, there you go. You make that successful roll. The one on the side that had seen you drop down looks over and goes, Belfane, really don't spoil a good day. I only attack in reaction. As he looks over to the rest of the party. Call your dragon down, or this will end in a heated flurry of emotions. That's what he's going to say, not attacking. Remus, top of the round.
I'm a glass chamber of emotion.
Okay.
No. Are one of you Corel? I think that's how it's pronounced.
No. Thinking of...
That's what I had heard. I think it was Ivan say to the other one. Was it Hans?
Ivan and Hans. It is, my gosh, what's his name? It is... names? What is his names? Where are the names? Kirill. No. He is more vicious than either of us. But we know how to handle ourselves. The one in the center snaps at you. The one that's backing off is like, yeah. We prefer to stay out of his way. If you get on his bad side, he'll take you out. And he's kind of savage. He pits kids against each other. He's not the nicest. You don't want to be messing with him.
So are you guys like the similar packs or cross? Are you two packs in the same area? I don't. We're new here. We're new here. We don't know what's going on. I mean, hell, I didn't even know how to get to the carnival. Our tiny friend with the mushroom hat that's walking back figured it out, and I don't like going in the mist, so I stayed here.
The one that has kind of been speaking a little bit, but like, he goes, we're the same pack, but a hierarchy, and old Belfane over here, he likes to get a little full of himself and call himself pack leader, but we're really just kind of the enforcers for the rest of the pack. We were having our day off, and we enjoyed a carnival.
I mean, he leads your pack. That's fine.
He leads us for the moment when we're in smaller groups. Kirill he's the head honcho of the werewolves, the children of the Mother Night, far off to the west. It's where we generally reside. Unfortunately, Belfane has a short temper, and it appears that you also have a short-tempered party member too. What else did you ask and say?
I didn't really ask anything else. I just asked if one of
Yes.
them was Corel.
Not Kirill.
But I mean, I wouldn't say Morgor has a temper. I'd say he just he likes to kill things. I don't know. We've met in passing a few times, and we're together now.
Well, I'll say this one. He's a bit reactionary, if we're being honest, it seems, and you might want to be careful. You don't know who you're going to be reacting against and how they'll take it. It's kind of a turn. Kind of let you know. From what you're gathering from this is that the one in the center, hothead, quick temper, don't piss him off. He's got something to prove, and Kirill is over all of them. Anything else wish to do on your turn?
No, like I'm still if possible, if that's not just my action, I'd just hold an action to defend myself with psychic daggers if anyone attacks me.
Yeah, I'll say this one. Make a persuasion check as your just make a general straight charisma check. How are you coming off on this?
Good. I'm just having a conversation with strangers. 18.
Okay. Remus trying to perform social encounter mediation in a clear combat, somewhat heated situation is actually doing fairly well. And you see that the one that you're speaking to's posture is relaxing on some extent. And slowly begins with like, Belfane, please, just let them go. All right. That's your turn?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. And Morgor, you're up.
Are the werewolves standing close together?
The one to the left of you that's been speaking to Remus is about 10 feet away, backing off. One to the right is about 5 feet off to you, and he's staring at you too, just kind of on guard, and the one straight in front of you.
I'm gonna breathe my breath weapon, which is a 15-foot cone.
Oh, good.
So however many I get, that's what I want to do.
So in front of you, because you're in front of them, you wouldn't be, unless you moved back and aimed it to get all 3 of them.
Ah,
You wouldn't be able to, but I'd say you'd be able to get 2 of them, depending on which way you turned. Would you want to look to the right and blow it, or look to the left?
I want to get the one that's not talking to Remus,
Okay,
and I want to get the one that's directly in front of me.
got it. Make some deck saves. What is the save? 15 DC?
Hold on. 13.
Okay,
It's half damage on success.
got it. So we'll say. So the one on the right dodges it fairly off to the side, but not before burning part of his arm that is all metaled up. And on the shoulder where you scorch it, you see the metal kind of grow over his shoulder and up to like his neck. The one in front of you, you torch. And as you feel this fire burning from your blood and you feel it exude into this breath weaponed attack, you begin to torch him down, and he, the one in front, Belfane, begins to kind of get down to his knees and push down as you hear the and you look down, and where you torched his entire chest now, it's now like a solid metaled plated overed body armor looking chest piece. He's looking hurt.
That was 15 damage, by the way.
Oh, I know it was. Oh, wait, 15 damage? I said differently. He's looking very hurt now, I'll say. And with his turn being up next, if you're not moving anywhere, he is going to launch his blast at you. I need you to make that dexterity saving throw. The one in front of you.
20, not natural.
All right, you saved. So you get half damage.
And he's resistant to fire.
That is true. $15 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Halved. Because it was a DC 15. 7 points of fire damage you take.
And then I resist that, right?
Oh no, that I halved that already.
That was the half?
Yes.
Okay.
Saved, then halved is 7.
7. Okay.
And
You guys notice that as Morgor takes this damage, a green, like, hue comes over his scales real fast.
where is my... Oh, all right. And after that, we have Maximus. We'll say with after that blast of fire, blast of energy from his eye, he goes, "Oh!" You see his eyes now are going like blood red as he's entering a bloodthirst kind of rage state.
All right. From where I'm at in the tree, would I be able? Would I have been able to, with my like dark vision or whatever, been able to have seen what Finks had done as far as like disguising himself and jacking himself up to like look like one of the werewolves, or see
Perception
shadow?
with disadvantage.
All right.
Just let's see what you see coming from the shadow of the tree.
19.
You see a disfigured looking black grayed shadow of a larger looking wolf like creature in the mist.
Okay.
With the 19, it looks like something crawled up. Looks like something had crawled up and had done that, but you can't really tell what was.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm going to cast minor illusion, and with that I can create a sound of what's going on, and I kind of want to do this almost broken, like it's off in a distance, like lost in the fog, of almost like a issuing a command as Kirill or Corel, however you say his name, like coming from where the shadow of Finks is.
Okay.
And almost issuing a drop your tickets, you're needed back at camp, or
Make persuasion check.
Okay.
Make persuasion check. Actually, make a performance check and then a persuasion check. We'll see how they go.
Ooh. I got a nat 20. And we'll take that for the you said persuasion and performance?
Performance is first.
Okay, so that would be a nat 20 plus 3.
Okay.
And then we'll do a 18 plus 3.
At this moment, they all stop and stutter.
And I'm hoping that Finks kind of hears what's going on, like from his direction, because that's where it is. And maybe Finks will start like pantomiming along with it or something.
Okay. We'll see where it goes. Finks, your turn. You're up.
All right, we are on the same page. Okay, so I want to cast the Demaudergy spell to give me the voice, the deep voice, the loud voice effect.
Okay.
And I guess I'll take advantage of their newly found attention on me and speak up and say, Belfane, pack leader, I thought you were not off today. I think it's the morning now. What are you doing here?
What?
Having fun? Again? And I want to take out that little wand of fireball. And I just kind of want to like charge it up like the littlest bit near my eyeball. Give it the red laser
Make
effect.
an Arcana check for me.
Oh boy. All right, 13. I don't want to fire it off.
What's your Arcana modifier?
-1.
Okay. Not bad. As you hold up the eye, the little red fireball bond near the eye, it's not bad. And you all do see this shadowed figure from the mist that's glowing. Make a deception check for me.
Okay.
With advantage, please.
At 20, yes.
With that, all of their postures instantly change and begin to, all of you visibly see it's now a sense of fear has come over them. And with that, the one on the right with the full cyberoctic looking face, the one that was talking with Remus, drops what was in its hand. And I'm out.
Silence. Drop these tokens. This is the last time I trust you with them. Leave these outlanders to me. I haven't eaten yet today. Get back to the den now.
All right, we'll see with that. Howard, make a death saving throw for me.
Yep. That's an 8. That failed.
Okay. With that, the other two drop, grab at their necks, throw the necklaces on the ground. With the burst, we're sorry. Come on, Belfane, let's go. As the one's trying to pull him off to the side, Remus and Morcor, do you do anything in reaction as they're trying to pull Belfane away? Is he staring at you, Morcor? Just kind of snaps a mouth and begins kind of stepping backward and like off to the side to run up the path and into the forest.
No.
Okay. Belvane does not rip at his neck to drop the necklace, but he does run off. Do any of you guys do anything as they begin running off and into the mist and off into the woods? No? Howard, make another death save for me. As you hear...
Nice. 19.
All right. Another save.
Mhm.
Someone wish to heal Howard at this point?
Real
Stabilize him?
quick, Anthony, am I committed to firing up a charge of this fireball, or can I bring it back in?
Nah, the 13 was good enough to play with it. It's
Okay.
good. All right.
Before we end, if they're still running away, I know I just thought of this as they're doing it.
I just made my last saving throw. Sorry.
All right. So you're good. Howard
What if-
stabilize. Oh, you're at 1 hit
Natural
point.
20, yeah, so I'm at 1 hit point.
Would it have been possible? I don't exactly know how Mage Hand works, but while they were running away, would I have been able to maybe cast like Mage Hand to like pull at the necklace, like from behind, so like maybe it snaps as he's running away, like maybe he thinks it got caught on something.
Spell attack modifier.
Okay.
Roll a d20 with a spell attack modifier.
So spell attack or the modifier, because there's two different numbers.
The spell attack modifier. So like, what's the spell attack?
+6.
+6.
That's
yes.
the number.
Yes.
Okay. So roll d20. 12 + 6 is 18.
All right. As he runs off and runs away, there is a tick as the skeletal hand pulls back to you a necklace with a admit 1 platinum looking ticket. Finks, you walk out of the mist.
No.
No.
Now, Outlanders. drop your treasure. All of it.
I mean, if you're still playing this, then
Oh yeah.
you all hear I'll say make a deception check.
Okay.
Make a straight deception check on us.
15.
15. Howard, Max, I'll say Max with advantage, roll insight. Remus, roll an insight. Morgor, Howard, insight with disadvantage.
15.
7.
14.
What's up, Remus?
Mic down. Remus, put your mic down. Put your mic down and say it again. There, down.
I got a 1. I said frick.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I thought that's why you were confused. I was like, I got a 1. 1.
Yeah. Max, you notice something is up, and this may be Finks. You haven't known him that long, so you don't know how much into trickery he may be. But everyone else, there is another large beast named Kirill in the mist.
Howard's eyes burn yellow with rage as he shoots off 2 Eldritch Blasts towards Corel.
Make attack rolls for them.
15 for the first one
Miss.
and 16 for the second.
Miss.
Oh, okay.
Finks, you see 2 globules of yellow sludges come flying in the air.
Your king is powerless here, Howard.
Remus,
Oh.
Morgor, Howard, Max. What are you guys gonna react to this with?
I'm gonna pull a pine cone from the tree that I'm in, and I'm just gonna launch it down and go Eldritch Blast, and just throw it towards the shadow.
I'm gonna throw a hand axe at it.
Make an attack roll.
This is dangerous.
This is. You're playing with fire here. I love it.
18.
That does hit.
That hits. Finks, as your Howard, a hand axe comes flying in through the mist in your direction. What you doing?
Falling off the stump, I guess.
Make a concentration check.
Oh yeah. That's just a con save, right?
Correct. Roll damage, by the way, for the hand axe.
22.
Morgor.
5 damage.
Take 5 damage, and you maintain your concentration as there is a large, shadowy-looking werewolf up
Alright.
on the stump.
All right, I'm gonna yell, "Ah, my life!" and I'm gonna fall off the stump and turn off the spell,
Okay.
and let Morgor think he got one more quota.
That's not bad.
Ah, Gilrax has killed another one for Tiamat.
Pretty sure it was my pine cone that did it.
I'm gonna come walking out with the pine cone and a hand axe.
All right. Come walking out. You got.
Hey, I found these.
You see that there are 4 necklaces on the ground, all similar to the one that Finks had been holding. Do you all walk over and grab each one?
Yeah, I'll pick one up. The one I dropped.
You hear a slight.
I'll toss one to Howard and tell him to dance.
All right. Yeah, this is a little too much. If you guys don't mind, I need to sit and like rest for a second. Oh, that was a lot of fire. Ow.
You guys keep picking fights with people that can shoot fire out of their eyes.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the fire out of their eyes.
They glow.
Yeah, I know. Not my
I'll-
finest moment.
I'm gonna tap these guys and just point towards Morgor.
You're all being tapped and just pointing towards Morgor.
Yes, Max. What's up, Morgor?
Who is Morgor?
You are.
Who are you?
Well, I've been here all along. I'm Gilrax the Green.
Gilrax. No, you're Morgor. And why are you green? I thought you were red.
What would make you say that? I've been green all along.
I turned to the rest of the party. How long have I been dead? What happened?
Thanks.
You've been done like 2 minutes, man. I don't know. He like there's some green energy going on. I looked away and now he's.
Ooh. I need to sit. Howard just sits down and is like,
How close is Howard to Gilrax at this point? Are they close?
It's like right behind him.
Okay, so I want to lift up part of Howard's yellow cloak and kind of like put it on Gilrax and see if he turns yellow like a chameleon.
No
I'll
change.
run over and grab a stick and put the stick on him. See if he turns brown.
No change.
Yeah, nothing. Oh, he's not a chameleon.
I'll say make a perception check.
Real quick, Howard, I'm curing you for 21 points.
ooh, awesome. Thank you.
Non-nat 20.
As you're peering in at the scales, you see that the scales are. It's kind of like when you stare at the TV up close, and there's multiple layers of color. You see that there are 5 distinct colors lined up in each scale. There's a black, red, blue, green, and white line. And different ones are with different thicknesses and depths. And there are different mixes of this blue and green that kind of cause a darker, richer green. And then the black is more of in the darker tones of the parts of like the joints. And then this white-green mixture highlights on portions of his muscles as they reflect for a better accent.
Gilrax. I show him my green dragon hand and just hold it out.
Ah, brethren.
Yes.
I,
Why
I,
is my hand green?
You took the powder, didn't you?
Yes, Morgor gave it to me.
Ah, yes.
own
He
free
was
will.
not supposed to do that.
Can you
I'll,
tell
uh,
me what happens
I'll
next?
tap Remus really quick, and I'll whisper in his ear. I said, "Do the barrel thing." Oh no, he wouldn't know about the barrel thing. Damn it.
I'll do it anyways. I'll put my barrel in and just hide and become a barrel.
It's a slight compulsion to smash the barrel, Gilrax, but it doesn't overtake you.
Yeah, I kind of just look at it side-eyed and go back to talking to Finks.
I'll knock on the lid.
All right. Go back to talking to Finks. Anything you guys wish to discuss as we begin to wrap up tonight's session with the calling of the carnival awaiting you all?
Where did those wolves run off to? Do you guys see where? That way. We'll have to come back for that one.
They all work together.
Just like us. Because we're a team. Now let's go have fun at the carnival.
Off day at the carnival.
Whoop whoop.
And with
Yeah.
that,
Howard starts to dance towards the carnival.
and with that, you all put on your necklace charms. Tighter on some of you, maybe you dangle it in your hand, and you begin to grasp it and walk into the mist as you all hear. Lun, dun, 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 lun, dun, ah! Lun, dun, 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 dun. And very ominously keep trudging forward through the mist. Feels like you've been walking for hours, and you keep having the sense that you are going to choke and cough. And every time you want to go into a fitting coughing rage, you feel the necklace admit one ticket that you are holding on to pulse and kind of push it away. And just as you break through the mist, you see that you are left looking at an empty field, open, stretching to your left and right, 50 yards. And what you are staring at is a palisade walled fence that stretches on both sides. And in front of you, there is an entrance into what appears to be a guarded off carnival as you hear laughter and cries and a lot of noise and music that sounds like a mix of either ominously horror-filled screams of terror that could be almost mistaken for a comical, twisted, horror-filled evening. As you hear honk, honk, honk of what would be a clown's nose. You don't see anything within it, and the entrance to it is blurred, but you do see, rising from the very top of one of the wall is a big, thick, white and red striped circus tent top peeking above one of the palisades. We're going to pick up there next week, guys. Correction, we're going to pick up there in 2 weeks because next week I'm going to be out of town. So, thank you everyone for tuning in, catching us live. Black Joe, you rock. Thanks so much for sharing and spreading the love. Please, if you haven't yet, check out the lovely Chicken Wing podcast on the BICBP network, 7 Wing 6. Believe that is their name. I believe they had a name change actually, real quick.
I love that name though.
It's called
Seven
Spread
Wings.
Those Wings.
Spread those wings. That's what it was.
Spread those wings.
Spread those wings. It is fun. Kyle Rainey does it with his cousin Gary, and Blackhawk Joe is good friends of those guys, and they were talking about it. I'm actually talking to Kyle about some stuff on the side also currently, so who knows what's going to be coming from that. But thank you guys, everyone tuning in, watching us. I've been your Dungeon Master, Anthony Mullen. Thank you, everyone. If you are listening, please make sure, come on over, watch us live on Twitch, Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, run roughly until around 9:30. You can catch us live on Twitch at podcasters_, and on YouTube and Facebook at pod-casters tabletop gaming. Also, just go to Google, search Faybala 5. We're going to pop up. Thanks so much. View the Instagram. We have the link tree in the comments below, as well as I'm going to pass it on to my players. First and foremost, Gilrax the Green. Thank you so much for jumping in. Let everyone know where they could find you and all the goods.
Yeah, so Gilrax doesn't have his own social media or anything like that. Although he might. He's a little smarter than Morgor, so we'll see what happens. But you can check out Kaimon and DCT Industries at dctindustries.tabletopgaming on Facebook and DCT_industries on Instagram. Tony's actually painting up a bunch of the first set. And like I said earlier in the podcast, be sure to check out some events that will be happening soon in the Buffalo area.
Please do. All right. Howard, pass it on over to you.
Howard, you can find him on Twitter at podcastersh. I like to tweet every once in a while, and if you like to follow my art, you can go to either Facebook or Instagram, Ratfink Arts. Go check it out.
Check it out. Pass it on over to Maximus.
Hey, what's up? I'm Mark. I play Maximus the Mad. You can follow Maximus the Mad on Twitter at podcaster, no S, Mad Max. And you can follow any of my personal shenanigans or what I'm up to on the internet at themark716. I think it's pretty much across all social media accounts.
There you go. Finks.
All right, you guys can follow Finks on Twitter at podcastersfinks. You can follow me on Instagram at Phoenix Forge for some miniature painting. And I'm also going to plug my band, The Abrupters. We are recording our second full-length album starting on Tuesday. So that's coming up. Keep an eye out for that. Hopefully by the end of the year, if not early 2022.
That's awesome. Sweet. Guys, check out The Abrupters. It's great Buffalo ska. Check them out, as well as Finks. Thank you so much, and Tony, for doing some painting. We're always interested to see what's coming from it. So make sure to go head on over, support both those accounts, show the love, follow them up. And then last but not least, Remus.
I'm Remus. I'm Ricky Scotes. You can follow Remus on Twitter at podcastersremus. He'll tweet stuff that randomly thinks about during either the encounters or maybe that little bit of downtime between figuring out who his new dragon friend is and how it happened in like 5 seconds. You can follow me at Rick_Coates on Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. I have, let's see, this comes out soon. Keep Flying's doing 2 shows in Long Island, the 31st of July and August 1st at Amityville Music Hall. And that's where I will be that weekend, as well as Anthony. So we'll be doing that stuff. And then we just announced I think a 3-week East Coast run. So go to keepflying.band for the tour dates, or at Keep Flying Band for any sort of information you may or may not need. I think that was everything I was supposed to remember.
Also, if you guys hadn't seen on Keep Flying social media, I mean, because you like D&D, they just came out some wicked variant album of their album Fire Sale, as well as a sick D20 Keep Flying die. So
They're big too.
Yeah,
They are big. They are large.
Yeah.
I have one with me.
So
Yep, it's the last variant we plan on doing of the Pressing of Survival. The 20 is I had to find it, a little Keep Flying
nice.
airplane.
Nice.
What can I use for reference? It's like this big.
So do you have another dice that you can put them side by side?
You know, that makes way more sense than holding up to my phone. This is why he runs the dungeon, everyone, and I just hide in barrels.
Well, while Ricky is looking for the dice, I want everyone else to grab that D20 so we can roll them together and look at those side comparisons because, guys,
Oh wow.
It's like the one can absorb the other one, like those wolves from that first fight in Barovia.
Right.
hey, they're still out there, those wolves. Those weren't the only two. But till then, guys, keep flying and rolling.
Oh, I like it.
Like that, like that, like that, right?
Where's my camera? I was doing